Hi, and welcome to this small video series where I'll have a look at how I see the B2B add-on stacked up versus the seeburger. So my name is Daniel Gregersen. I've been working with SAP integration for over 11 years, and I've been doing some work with seeburger, trying to figure out how it works, and now I decided that it's time to learn how the B2B add-on stack up against this, because the client seems to be requesting it now and wanting to migrate away from it. So yeah, now I just want to share what I got with you on this. So I've created 3 videos. There's this one where I'll talk about the B2B add-on, what is in the package. Then I'll talk a little about what's the differences in video number 2 between the B2B add-on and the seeburger from my perspective. And then I'll talk a little about how you can migrate from seeburger to the B2B add-on. So it'll be 3 videos, and you should be able to see those or different blog posts. And hope you would enjoy it. So the main thing about the B2B add-on, it's an EDI converter. It's able to convert EDIFACT, X12, Tradecom, ENCOM, OData, and VDA files from text to XML. And as far as I can see in the EDIFACT and X12, it does contain all the different information that you need for this to function. So it is quite a comprehensive suite if you want to use this. It doesn't support the Swift messages, which, yeah, you may be able to add as some of the custom schemas, but I'm not sure if that makes sense. So with all of these documents, you can customize the schemas for your requirements, so you can make your own, where you specify saying, hey, if we receive this message and from this partner, then this is not really the key, or this is not really a required field. I suspect that's the kind of changes you would make in this. And then based on this, you would create a schema that you can then use in your mapping. The key thing about the B2B add-on, as I understand it, it is included as a part of the core-based license of the PO system. So if you got that, then you're good to go and you can start using it from now on. But again, talk with your license advisor around those things. Adapters, I just wanted to share a little about some of the adapters it supports. It supports the AS2, the OFTP adapter, and X400 adapters. So I guess you know if you are using any of these or is required to use these systems, these adapters. Then there's a split adapter, and the split adapter takes out the messages that you have and split them into different messages that is relevant for it. So that makes it quite, just like the 997 channel in seeburger, where you could take a message and then split it based on the sub-attributes of this message. And then we got an SFTP adapter, but that was delivered outside of the B2B add-on, so you could use it even though you were not using the B2B add-on and licensing. And I think together with that, there was also a PGP module you could get. One thing we can talk about is number ranges. There's a number range generator, which kind of sounds cool. But that's a system that will allow you to generate number ranges and make sure that the system adapts these number ranges. The thing is, this only works in the adapter engine, which means that in your mapping, if you want to run this, you just put in a qualifier saying, hey, these are the different values we want for this. And then when the message gets to the adapter engine, it reads this text string thing, and then it knows, oh, if I receive this specific text string, I need to convert that to a number and put it in instead of it. So that means if a message fails, you would be able to retry it again easily. Oh, if the message fails when you're trying to deliver it, it will not count that number yet. So it will first be counted, when the message is being delivered, and not if the message is failing in the mapping engine. So that makes it a lot easier if you're using some of these functionality. We got the trading partner management, which is one of the big things that you get from the seeburger. You didn't get in seeburger. This enables you to get information about your partners, who they are, what they're doing, and stuff like that. So you have all the information in one place. So all your partner interaction can be stored there. There's so that partner information, that could be contact persons at the vendor. It could be who is the local buyer of these things. All this information that you would just use in a support situation to call up. There's possibilities to sort documents, so that could be a description of their standard, so you don't have to browse all different places. So it's just one convenient place to place it all. It's possible to have properties for partner and messages. This is quite useful if you have partner specific messages where, say, if we receive this message from this partner, then we need to interpret something as one thing, otherwise we do it as another thing. So with that, you get some simplification in the number of mappings you have, because you can use this tool. There's the possibility to have a certificate rollover that will figure out what type of message is, or when your certificate expires, and then update those, swap those certificates. So your AS2 certificate is replaced on Monday at 2:30, and you don't have to care about it itself. One of the cool things that is included also is a bunch of user-defined functions, and I really enjoy some of these functions. It's some functions that I would normally create myself when I'm at a customer site, to handle some of the EDI functionality, like splitting large quantities into different nodes and stuff like that. So these are quite useful if you want to deal with EDIFACT message processing. But I guess you could use them in other scenarios also, and since you anyway purchased it, then it's a good deal to get these mappings. So that would definitely save you some some time defining your own user-defined functions. And otherwise, it will be great inspiration about what you can do with user-defined functions. It does contain some user-defined functions to do trading partner functions. Obviously look up these values you want, and then it gets a node and EDI relevant. There's a big decimal multiplication, stuff like that. If we just have a look at the other modules that is there, then we have a search module, and when you put the search module on a message, it will extract all the EDIFACT message data, put it in as dynamic attributes, and then you would be able to see what is going on and deal with in that specific way. So that makes it a lot easier to use. You don't have to specify anything. You got all the data there. There's an archive module that will take out that will save your message in a folder. For instance, you could save your orders folder under the specific customer. So it would look like customer name, and then you would have orders, so you could see the full flow of these messages. And then you have as a security module to create out-act messages. So that's an easy way to create the signature. You can just put in the module, configure it, and work. And if you're using the out-act, you probably know what that is and how to use it. And then there's the PGP module that was added, but I think you can get it outside of the B2B add-on, and should also be fairly simple to deal with. So in the next video, there should hopefully be a link on this one to it. I'll talk about how I would stack up the two, the seeburger versus the B2B add-on. So I'm looking forward to talk to you in that video. Bye.